Hello, it's Chris here at my Perfect Cellar, and today we're taking you to Italy. We are going to Piedmont, the northwest part of Italy, with this fantastic cuvée of Langhe Nebbiolo Canebbio from Azienda Agricola Cagliero on the 2019 vintage. So the Langhe is the kind of general part. It's like a bit like Burgundy, and then from the Langhe you've got the two main appellation, Barolo and Barbaresco. So they are located in Barolo. It's a small estate of 6 hectares of vineyard where they have a bit of Barbera, a bit of Dolcetto, and also the Nebbiolo for the Grand Vin of Barolo that they produce as well. But Barolo as an appellation is divided into sort of sector. We've got the east, which are more clay in the soil, so the one usually are a bit stronger, a bit richer, a bit more long-lived, and the western part where this one comes, where Barolo is located, where there's a bit more sand, so the one tends to be a bit lighter, a bit more enveloped, a bit more feminine to a certain extent. So the appellation here, 85 to 90% Nebbiolo, and there is 10 to 15% of Barbera as required by the appellation and the appellation system, but most people use 100% Nebbiolo. So there's a bit of Slavonian in the winemaking. So traditionally, Italy uses Slavonian oak rather than French oak because it's closer in general, and also Botti rather than small barrel as Burgundy and Bordeaux can use, because they don't really want that footprint of oak stain as such and flavor profile. 2019, foremost an amazing vintage, as generally in Europe it has been. But what does that mean for Nebbiolo is that magnificent ripeness. But again, with ripeness comes sugar, therefore high level of alcohol sometimes, and also the lack of acidity, which this wine fortunately doesn't have as an issue. Beautiful balance, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So what does that mean for the wine in general? So on the side is ruby red with a ruby core. It's quite deep of the quality of the vintage indeed. On the nose, it's floral, and Nebbiolo can be super floral. It's fresh, it's really kind of bright and a bit exuberant with the savory tones, the earthy character, the plums, the cherries, the sweet cherries, the spices. There's a ripe feeling as well into it. On the palate, the wine is again very floral. It's super well food driven, with again plums, ripe plum, blue plums, cherry and stone fruit in general, chocolate tart coming through. You've got an herbal and earthy touch as well. The spices character variety from the oak also, and the aging especially, really start to come through on the mid palate with a sort of beautiful sweetness character that's really kind of all together with the chocolate flavor profile from the ripeness and lifted by great sensation of acidity. It's really beautiful. That structure and also well packed and around really beautiful, sweet, ripe and elegant tannins that really put that beautiful elegant frame all together. Again, one of those ones that has beautiful tannin structure, but really kind of disappear with a bit of edge, but also with a bit of air, as decanting is to me essential. So do not hesitate to open it a good hour before drinking it, or also they open it and decant it. Don't hesitate. Large glasses between 16 and 19 Celsius. Don't go too warm, because otherwise the alcohol will rise kind of heavily on that sort of wines. It calls for proteins dishes, that's for sure. Venison, lamb, beef, obviously, earthy flavor, mushrooms, risotto, cured meat in general. Even potato dish will work fantastic. Pasta dish will work fantastic. So, a fantastic wintry wine as such. So please do enjoy.